aircraft carrier to the coast of Israel and Gaza in response to the heightened hostilities. But the Pentagon's chief, Lloyd Austin, hasn't disclosed any specific objective for its deployment.
Today, in response to this Hamas attack on Israel and following detailed discussions with President Biden, I have directed several steps to strengthen Department of Defense posture in the region to bolster regional deterrence efforts. I have directed the movement of the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean.
Well, the strike group that was mentioned that is on its way consists of an aircraft carrier that is capable of launching guided missiles and is accompanied by several other warships. It has a deck of warplanes, 5,000 sailors as part of the strike group as well. Now, it appears that the possible intent of sending the strike group and this aircraft carrier to the region would be to block the delivery of any additional weapons to the Hamas forces, as well as to conduct surveillance. Here is some more of what we heard from Lloyd Austin.
The U.S. maintains ready forces globally to further reinforce this deterrence posture if required. In addition, the United States government will be rapidly providing the Israel Defense Forces with additional equipment and resources, including munitions. The first security assistance will begin moving today and arriving in the coming days.
U.S. President Joe Biden announcing that they plan to increase the amount of aid they are giving to Israel to offer more support to Israel at this time. However, it's important to note that an ominous warning has been issued by Hezbollah to the United States. Here's what we've heard.
Palestine is not Ukraine. If the U.S. directly intervenes in what is happening in order to stabilize the collapsing regime, all the places of American presence in the region will become legitimate targets for the resistance and will face our attacks. On that day, no red line will remain.
Do you think it is that we'll see American weapons on the ground in Israel, or perhaps even in Gaza?
Well, the interesting thing about that is apparently there already are some. A video seems to have surfaced, now it's unverified, showing some of the weapons that Israeli forces have recaptured from the Hamas fighters. And it appears these are U.S.-made weapons that the Hamas forces have been utilizing. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene had this to say after the unverified video began to circulate.
We need to work with Israel to track serial numbers on any U.S. weapons used by Hamas against Israel. Did they come from Afghanistan? Did they come from Ukraine? Highly likely the answer is both.
Now, at this point, with the United States deploying the aircraft carrier strike group, it appears that this is more than a